Hello everyone, so I am Pooja Gupta and today we are going to learn about the secure coding rule DCL56-CPP, which states do not recursively re-enter a function during the initialization of one of its static objects. So before walking through the code, let us first understand what a static variable is. A static variable is a variable which is initialized only once, no matter how many times that function in which it resides is called, and its scope is local to the block or module or function in which it is defined, and its value persists between the different function calls. So this is what has been explained over here, that if you have a static variable, then either it's a block scope variable or a name scope variable, its initialization happens earlier, and if you try to reinitialize it, then a program throws an undefined behavior. So this is what has been stated over here in these three lines of rule, that do not try to re-enter a function during the initialization of a static variable declaration, and if you do so, then the behavior of a program is undefined. To better understand this, let us see a code for this. So the code here is that it's a non-compliant code, and what it is trying to do is that it is trying to calculate a factorial, which is achieved with the help of fact function over here, and we are supplying the input as 5. So now if we try to execute this, so let us see what do we get. So we did not get the output as factorial of 5, and we instead got an exception, which is an undefined behavior, which actually states terminate call after throwing an instance of GNU CXX recursive init error. So let us just revisit the code and see why does this has happened. So what happens when the factorial of 5 is called with the when the fact function is called with the value 5, it has a variable which is static in b is equals to static variable b. So now it is trying to initialize this variable with the value fact n minus 1. So the function is now again called with the value 4. When it is called with the value 4, again it tries to reinitialize this b value with fact 3, and this keeps on happening each time the function is recursively called, which in turns every time reinitializes the static variable. So this contradicts the statement that I gave earlier, that the static variable has to be initialized only once, and therefore we got the undefined behavior. So to avoid such cases, let us see the code which complies the rule and gives us the correct answer. So what we have done is that we separated the statement static in b is equals to fact n minus 1 into 2, and now what will happen, that static in b, when a compiler encounters it, it sees that okay, it's a static variable, and it will earlier initialize it with the value 0, and now when the function is called with value 4, the fact 4 is not being, we are not here now reinitializing it, because initialization and declaration for a static variable has to be done in a single statement. So now it will behave normally, and for each recursive call we will get the persisted value, and finally the output should be 120 now. So let us just execute the code and see what the value we get. So now we get the value of 5 as 120, which is an expected output. So what we have learned so far is that if we are trying to code in C++ and we are using static variables, we should always be careful of such programming languages which causes its initialization to be proceeded as incorrectly. So the initialization should happen only once, and such programming logics should be avoided. I hope that you understood the rule, and thank you for seeing this video. Have a great day.